Iron Squire. Today is the 1st of June. 1st of June, and we're going to do a dev blog entry for today. So we have a contest. Recently, RPG Maker on Humble Bundle is now like $12 for RPG Maker XP. The VX Ace is the first one, and then it also has the Character Creator, which is a really amazing deal this week. It's probably going to be over in about 4 days from now. So I went ahead and jumped on that and picked that up. So now I have DLC free RPG Maker, which is pretty awesome, as well as what I already own on Steam. And it gave me a bunch more materials, and I got to see what XP was like. The character generator is also really good on there, so picked up all that stuff up. I encourage anyone else to do that. But on top of that, the reason why they're doing it like that is because this month we're doing an RPG Maker contest to create an RPG. So I went ahead and built a development schedule, which I posted to my to keep myself honest, basically. So week one, I wanted to have nicer battle system. So I went through and looked at a couple of different things. I settled on Victor Scripts, and this website is freaking awesome. His name is Victor Scripts, and he's got a whole bunch of different scripts you can get. And so there's one trick I need to talk to you guys about with this, and that is with the scripts, you aren't actually downloading files. So when you actually do pull up the scripts from his website, what you need to do is look in the top right hand corner. Here, I'll just show you. So like we go complete scripts, and we go to VX Ace, and let's look at these battle scripts. And for everything on here, you have to basically go to this download thing. So you have to have basic module for pretty much everything. And then you come down here and you say script download, and it takes you to this other website. And it's like all in front of your face, like download here. But what you really want is to go up to this top right hand corner and click on this where it says please wait. You say skip ad, and that's the script. You need to copy this into a text editor, and then from there you're going to put it into RPG Maker. Now if you go to YouTube, and there's another guy that has a really good walkthrough, so I'm not going to steal his thunder or try to redo his walkthrough because it's just that good. You basically come in here, and his name is, where is he? Yeah, this guy, Passivelioncommunity. This guy does a really good job of explaining how to install the basic Victor scripts and then how to add on to them. Victor himself is notorious at like telling you to read the script and read the notes on the script, and he's not going to give you a ton of help, and you shouldn't really have to because you should be working on it yourself anyways. But I was just pretty stoked about it because I basically got the scripts. I haven't had to post anything to Victor to ask him anything. Looked up this tutorial by Passivelioncommunity, which I subscribe to, and then yeah, let's go ahead and pull it up in RPG Maker, and I'll show you what I basically got to have happen. So we're just going to basically walk down to this guy and start a battle with him. So let's go ahead and play the game. Okay, so we're just going to go down here and talk to this guy, and go right into a battle, and you can see that I've got a guy on the right side and an enemy on the left side, which is better than the combat we had to do before. So hit him, attack the plant. The plant's going to hit me with some sort of thing. He comes over, he hits me. Now you're going to notice I'm hitting him with a sword there. The sword is actually the icon inside RPG Maker. But you know, this is exactly what I was looking for. Now there's a lot of stuff a lot of work you have to do to get this to do more than just what it's showing here. Like obviously that cleave was a special attack. You see that he didn't actually walk all the way up to him, he just kind of walked forward to do it. So you gotta like set that up on the different abilities. I mean, but that by itself is already much better than what I had before. So I'm just gonna run through a couple of small little details I saw. Interestingly, like if you go into the database manager and you go to weapons, the weapon it's using is whatever the icon is. That's what it's using for the weapon. So typically you're going to use hand axe. That's what I actually had equipped, but the icon was the sword. That's why the sword was showing up. I'm pretty stoked to have that ability. In the development cycle right now, we are sitting in a place where we need to decide on whether we're going to do that combat system or not, and Victor Scripts is definitely going to allow me to do that. Beyond that, let's see, the next week we have to solidify our plot line. I've got a plot line which I passed out to the other members of the team so that they can peruse it, and we can figure out if we want to do that plot line or a different one. The plot line I submitted was one that will continue on after my game Constantine. And also I was thinking about using larger sprites. So like the typical sprites we have right now are 32 by 32 pixel height and width sprites. What I was thinking about doing was a little bit taller, like 48 pixels tall sprites, or maybe, I tried the 64, but that didn't look quite right. So I think it would be nice to have like taller sprites though. So that depends, and then that's more work with the battle system if we decide to go with that, because we have to give coordinates on where like the weapons are protruding out of the character, and there's some other like finite details that you have to go through there. A lot of the script you have to go through and you have to manually do and try things out and see where stuff is sitting to get a good feel for it. Then we want to have all the sprites and maps finalized on the following week. We want to make sure we have the plot line and programming and combat somewhat started at least. The next week, on week 3, we want to have all the plot programming finalized, so all the different little plot points within the game done. The combat should be 80% final, which means that it should function but not necessarily be balanced. The music should be completely finalized, and then play testing we'll be doing in week 4, right before the due date for the RPG Maker contest, which is on the 30th. So that's what we'll be doing there. And that's pretty much it for this week's dev. I mean, so I did start doing some stuff with Chris DeLeon, stuff at the beginning of the week. I went through quite a few tutorials, but then this kind of popped up on Thursday, and so I switched gears over to this. So I'll be focusing on this project. I've got about 3 other people on the team. 3 people on the team right now. I've got a friend of mine named Chris. He's going to work on a lot of the programming and developing sprites with me. I mean, everybody's going to be doing sprites except for my brother Gabriel. Gabriel's going to be working mostly on the music portions of the game and some of the sound effects and stuff. Luke is a literature major. He's another brother of mine. I have 3 brothers. And he is going to be working on plotline and stuff like that, and he might be doing some other stuff, but mostly he's going to work on character development and plotline, and so that's where he's going to come in on this project. Probably pick up some playtesters in the final week. Of course, I'm open to multiple playtesters. I've got a couple slots open on the team right now, so if you contact me in this following week, then I should be able to get you in. And again, that's going to end on 6, looks like 6, so the 6th of June will be the last day that I'll accept any more team members. So and that's in 2014, of course. That'll be the last time I'll accept any more team members for this team. And I want you to show me stuff because I don't really know you personally, so I would have to pick you up off the internet. So you have to show me something that you can do, or that you know what you're doing with either sprite sets or combat. Those are the main 2 things I want to focus on with this game. So pretty excited to do this. This is the first time I've actually worked with a larger team. Last game I worked with Chris a little bit. He did one of my maps because I was kind of showing him the game. It was more like I kind of like taught him a little bit of the editor, but he did do one of the maps. I've changed a couple of things, small things on that map, but that map is in Constantine. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to the game right now. This isn't actually going to be part of the game. This was just a test to run to see if we could do the combat where it is that I have characters on the screen and we didn't just have enemies, pictures that would just flash in front of us. So until next dev blog entry, this is Aaron Squire signing off, saying God bless you and your families, and try not to rage too much out there.